Hey art friends, welcome to today's how-to. Today we'll be learning how to draw Angel from Lilo and Stitch. So first let's get started with our face, and we're going to start with it on a diagonal. So in the center we're going to draw in a curved line from left to right for the top of the nose. Let's connect this together on the bottom with a nice big arch line, connecting that from left to right. For the nostrils, we're going to curve this line up and across on both sides. And then moving up above, we're just going to draw in a small curved line from left to right. Moving across now, let's draw in the eyeballs. So on the right hand side, we're going to arch this line up and then down. Moving up on a diagonal, we'll replicate that on the left, curving that up and then back down. Now from the corner, we're going to curve this out and then back in. And we'll do the same thing over on the left. Now underneath this, we're going to curve this line around and then in, connecting that in the corner. In the top corner now, we're going to draw in a small circle for the highlight of the eye. And we'll do the same thing on the left eye, closer to the right hand side. Let's frame in the rest of the face now. So coming up on the right hand side for the eye, we're going to arch this line up, down. We'll move up on a diagonal, replicating this on the left. On the top, we're going to close this off with a curved line from left to right. Let's frame in the rest of the face now. So on the right hand side, we're going to continue this underneath. We're going to curve this around and then down. And then we'll do the same thing over on the left hand side. Now from here on the inside, we're going to arch this line around and then down in the corner. We'll flip over to the left-hand side and replicate this, ending this at roughly the same height. Now from the corner here, we're going to curve this around and then up, and then we'll replicate this over on the left. Now from here, we're going to close off the rest of the side of the face. We're going to leave a small gap, and we're going to curve this line in and then through. And then we'll leave a small gap on the left-hand side, curving this in and then down. For the mouth now, we're going to draw in a small curved line on the left and right hand side facing up towards the eye. From here in the middle now, underneath the nose, we're going to draw in a small straight line. Now to close off the top of the mouth, starting from the center, we're going to curve this line around and then across. We'll do the same thing from the middle, arching that over and then out. In the middle underneath, we're just going to curve a small line from left to right. For the antennas on the top now, on the right hand side, we're going to arch this line up and then down. And we'll come over on the left hand side, leaving a big gap in the middle, and we'll replicate that. Moving around this now, we're going to arch this line all the way up, bringing that in towards our eye. And then we'll do the same thing as we leave a small gap in the center, replicating this over on the left hand side. Now let's draw in the ear. So moving in towards the top, we're going to curve this line up and then across. We'll move up on a diagonal, lining that up at the same height, and we'll replicate that. Now from here on the top, we're going to continue to curve this out towards the side, bringing this all the way over and in towards the cheek. We'll move over to the left-hand side and replicate that, curving this all the way around and then back in. In the middle now, we're going to curve this line up towards the top, and we'll replicate that on the left-hand side. On the bottom now, we're going to curve this line around and across towards the side, again on both sides. Let's draw on the arms now. So on the right-hand side, we're going to curve this line out and then down. We'll replicate this over on the left. On the inside now, we're going to curve this line around and then down. And then leaving a small gap, we'll do the same thing in the center, ending that up. Now from here on the outside, we're going to curve this line around and then down. And we'll flip over to the left, replicating that. For the thumb, we're going to arch this line out and then in on both sides. For the second finger, we're going to arch this line around and then in. Let's move across again, replicating that, curving that up. And then one last time, we're gonna arch this line around and then in towards the outside line on the arm. And then underneath each finger, we're just going to draw in a small curved line for the claw. And then we'll do the same thing over on the left-hand side. In the middle now, we're going to draw in a small curved line from left to right to close off the torso. And then we'll do the same thing on the bottom. On the top and the inside, we're gonna curve this line out and then up. And then we'll move over to the left-hand side, arching this out and then up. Let's continue this antenna underneath now. So on the bottom, we're gonna curve this line around and then up. We'll do the same thing over on the left-hand side. Now starting on the top, we're gonna arch this line around, down, and then back up. And then we'll do the same thing on the left-hand side, curving this down and then back up. Now let's draw in the feet. So on the right-hand side, we're going to draw in a nice big circle for the right foot. We'll come over to the left-hand side and we will replicate that. In the middle now, we're going to draw in another circle in the center. And then we'll flip over to the left-hand side, replicating that. Now as we move around on the top, we're going to draw in 4 half circles as we come all the way around. And we'll do the same thing over on the left. Now for the leg, on the right hand side, we're gonna curve this line over and in, and we'll do the same thing on the left. And then moving up behind this, we're just gonna curve this line around and then in on both sides. And then on the bottom, we're just going to draw in a small diagonal line that comes in towards our finger. And that is it. That's how you draw Angel from Lilo and Stitch. You can pause the video and color it the way that I have done, or you can change your colors up if you'd like. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment below suggesting any more characters that you'd love to learn to draw next. Thanks so much for joining me on today's tutorial, and I will see you all on the next one.